get them and bring them here. So we went out and worked on some, but we weren't able to get them to come do a Sun City, Alabama, or Dixie, or whatever you want to call it. So not long after that, Dr. Bronner announced that he was going to do the Robert Trent Jones Golf Trail, which is a series of 8 complexes, 5 54-hole facilities and 3 36-hole facilities, all public, all within 2 hours of each other, within 10 minutes of an interstate. Somewhere around a $250 million project. So it was done for 3 reasons: to attract tourists, to attract retirees, and to enhance the amenities for existing industry and attract new industry. But Dr. Bronner would give us credit for the attract retirees part of that. And we've seen a lot of housing develop around that golf trail. And we have a lot of tourists that are coming to the state, more driving now than since 9/11. But anyway, this golf trail has had an enormous impact on our economy in the state of Alabama since 1991. Tourism expenditures have gone from approximately $2.5 billion a year to approximately $6 billion a year, and a lot of that is because of the golf trail. And one thing that's important is that the state retirement systems owns $2 billion worth of Raycom television stations around not only in the United States but in Puerto Rico. And they also own $2 billion worth of a company called Community Newspaper Holdings, and that's some 200 small community newspapers around the nation. And because they are involved in those, the state of Alabama gets roughly $50 million a year in free advertising.
Wow.
And they use that to promote the space camp and the golf trail and those sorts of things. So that has really done a lot to enhance the image of Alabama, because we didn't really when people thought of Alabama, they thought of black and white TV in the 60s with water hoses and police dogs. And this golf trail has had something like 4,000 positive articles written all around the world, and featured in one-page complete spreads in the Miami Herald, and just so on and so forth. But
I've actually been on airlines, been on a flight, and you always strike up a conversation with whoever's beside you, and I would say, that I was from Alabama or something, and you would be amazed at how many of those people would say, especially men, "Oh yeah, you've got that really nice golf trail," and it was amazing to me to begin with. But the more that I've been associated with it, because we have one nearby, the the Silver Lakes,
sure,
and I've been out there before for our tournaments or stuff, and there'll be people from Canada,
oh, yeah,
that are down here that are playing the trail and going to all the different golf courses. But it is amazing the publicity that the trail has gotten.
With the trail and the images and the promotions that they've done, combined with what I just told you about Raycom television and the newspapers, they've helped to give Alabama some identity. Tennessee had country music, and Kentucky had horses,
racing,
but see, we really didn't have anything, so it's really helping to transform more of a positive image of Alabama, and it's getting people to come here that never would have come before. Silver Lakes is Calhoun County's #1 tourism attraction, and you will see all types of out-of-state tags, and that's another project we were able to get in on to help Dr. Bronner work out the deal to get that place built. So we're just very interested in the tourism parts of it, because tourists later become retirees. The more you can get people to come and visit your place, the greater the chance is and so retirees become permanent tourists, if you want to think of it that way. So a lot of what we have done has just been to continue to work within our region, our county. We've worked with Etowah County, and hopefully Gadsden's going to be mentioned in an interview I just did with Smart Money Magazine coming out in February. So we're always promoting the state when we can, and Jacksonville State University, and
well, now a lot of people in this area are retirees anyway.
Sure.
I mean, this has been I've noticed since I've lived here, and I think a lot of it has been the military retirees, and of course from the university, and everyone just kind of likes the area and stays. But at one time I had heard that they might look at, and they being the infamous they, of the fort.
Sure.
Kind of being looked at as a type of retirement community.
When Fort McClellan was closed, there was money to do the Fort McClellan redevelopment plan. Mm-hmm. And I worked on that plan to look at what assets were there might be converted to support retirement. And we're starting to slowly see some of that take place now. But yes, in Jacksonville, we've had military retirees for years. Mm-hmm. General Watson lives just up the street from me, as a matter of fact. Mm-hmm. Was once the commander there. So there still is a lot of potential out at the old fort.
There's a friend of mine, her son lives over in Georgia, and it's kind of a planned community, but they call it a golf cart community. And everyone, instead of primarily driving cars, of course they have to drive cars to work and all that, but they go to the store, the grocery store, and to school and this sort of thing, riding golf carts. And I at one time thought, well, that'd be kind of a neat thing out there, because it is kind of its own little community. Well, it was.
Sure.
I mean, they had their own post office and school and grocery store and everything else.
Well, yeah, they have all sorts of housing, different types of housing. They have golf course, nature places for nature trails, and they have track, field. They have bowling, hospital, other types of clinics. So they have most everything you'd want in a retirement area.
Well, maybe that'll...
Especially once the new road gets built out to I-20.
Oh, yeah.
Plus, we're close enough to Atlanta and Birmingham that we can get to those places and get to the air transportation and the shopping and the more cultural attractions, yet we can still get back to our area where things are a little quieter and safer in a lot of ways. And I've just wrote an article for the AERC newsletter talking about what impact I thought September 11 would have on retiree migration. And I think people are going to be moving more from the urban areas to get to the rural areas where they're safer and where they can learn their neighbors and feel a little more comfortable and not be so congested. Obviously, the terrorists are focusing more on the congested areas where they can have a bigger impact. So, yeah, we'll never be the same since that day, but I think there may be some more growth in the rural areas because of that.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Well, we will take another break here, and we will be right back with more of our conversation with Dr. Mark Fagan. So stay with us here on Gem of the Hills.
When you're ready to get serious about what you see and what you hear from your electronics, Sight and Sound is ready for you. TVs from Sony, Hitachi, RCA, and Philips. We are the big screen capital of the South with the latest HD TVs on display. And you'll find Sony camcorders at Sight and Sound. Also, we're your authorized repair center for Sony, Hitachi, RCA, and Philips. And all non-warranty repairs as well. That's Sight and Sound, about halfway between Anniston and Jacksonville on Highway 21.
I've known Buster Miles and his family all my life. My father worked for him for many, many years as a mechanic. My father always had, nothing but good things to say about him and his dealership, and that's how you know him, is by, working with him.
They've been good to me. They've took care of my vehicles, and they'll do the same thing for you.
They have a great team. Teamwork is important in whatever you do, and they have it here.
If you have a pest problem, then now's the time to call Quality Pest Control. Our professional and experienced technicians are ready to serve you throughout the area. Quality Pest Control can tailor a pest control program to fit your particular needs. Owner David Gutter invites you to call us today at 256-820-1120 or toll free at 1-888-253-9949. Those pests aren't going to go away until you call Quality Pest Control.
Hi, I'm Ron Stansel. I'd like to take this opportunity to welcome you to the Old Henry Farm Restaurant.
Our cozy atmosphere and exceptional menu is perfect for the whole family. You'll find a wide variety of entrees featuring traditional dishes to cultural cuisine. Open Tuesday through Saturday for lunch and dinner, and now every Sunday for brunch. The game room is open Friday and Saturday nights. Meeting and banquet facilities are also available by calling 435-0673. Old Henry Farm, today's newest attraction in a historical setting.
Welcome back to Jim of the Hills. We have to kind of wrap things up, but I do have a question for you. What do you envision as the future for the state of Alabama as far as retirement and that sort of thing?
Of course, I love this state, and
Me too.
I think Alabama is just a great place to retire. We have the beaches, the white sandy beaches down in Gulf Shores and Orange Beach, and then we have so many beautiful freshwater lakes like Lake Eufaula, Lake Gunnersville, Lake Martin,
So there's
Smith
just a little
Lake.
bit of
We have the
everything.
foothills of the mountains. We have a nice four-season climate, which we really don't have to shovel snow. It's a little hot in the summer, some, but hey, they have air conditioners, and you know, we have a lot of friendly people. We're growing, and we have the commercial things you would want. We're close to the beaches. We're close to the Smoky Mountains. We're close to Atlanta, where we can
It's
fly.
close to heaven.
Yeah, and you know.
We have to finish up, but I appreciate you being here, Mark, and we look forward to carrying on this conversation again some other time. And thank you all for watching here on Jim of the Hills.
What does it take to get something for free? Great American Car Wash is making it easy for you. Get a free wash on your birthday. Celebrate your birthday with a clean